In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the Archer Ultimate skill. I'm going to show you how to learn Elvish and get like amazing weapons and armor early on, as well as unlocking the Elven City. Surprisingly, all of this starts in Vernworth at the beginning of the game. I have no idea how I missed this in my first playthrough, but if you go to the armory stand, or the smithy, I should say, Roderick's smithy over here, there is an archer guy standing right in front of the thing, and he's just like, just standing there menacingly. When you speak to him, he's going to ask you for a bow, and you're going to go ahead and just speak to this NPC here at the smithy, buy him a bow, buy him the cheapest one, because there's no point buying a very expensive one because he's not giving it back. So buy a cheap one, give him the bow, just quite simply, just give him the bow. He will then invite you out to basically like shoot with him so that he can study how you shoot, like, with a bow, which means you're going to have to change to the archer class as well. So go to the vocation guild in Vernworth and, swap to an archer so that you can use the bow, because obviously you need to use a bow to complete this quest. Right now you have the quest Gift of the Bow, and you'll see it's going to take you up to this location at the top left of the map right over here. So you're going to make your way here. It's going to be a bit of a journey. You're going to have to go mostly on foot, pretty much like the entire way on foot there. When you do get here, you'll find him standing in the water alongside some runes, and it will start a cutscene, and it'll basically ask you to aim at one of the targets and just shoot them. So just aim down and shoot the target. Quite simple. It's super simple. For this, you will get a reward. So he'll just straight up give you 8,500 gold and the Ring of Proximity, and the quest is completed. But you'll go back to Vernworth and you will find him again. From this point, you are able to change into any vocation that you want to be if you're not archer by default. So find him again at the exact same spot, and this time he's going to invite you to the Elven City, and you're just going to have to meet him at a certain location. He's going to mark the location on your map, but it's at the same kind of area that we were previously, but it's going to be right over here. We're looking for a log that you're going to run up. The log looks like this, and you'll see all you got to do is run up the log, and you'll see there's a campfire and him, and you'll speak to him, and then this is the point where he's going to say, okay, cool, follow me. And that's essentially what you do, just follow him. There's not much I can tell you about that. I will say, if you are looking to learn the Elven language, you are going to have to collect a bunch of these blue flowers and flowers throughout the general game, because it's going to help you learn to speak Elvish, because you'll see in a second why you might need to understand Elvish, because the characters don't speak English. Yes, unless you have a pawn that you've borrowed from somebody else, another player who can understand Elvish already, you're going to see just Elvish words the entire time. Now, if you keep following him into the final location where he finds his dad, he's looking to do the trial, but they're like, nobody's here. And you'll find out that the elven dude's sister is basically under attack by an ogre, and you need to go ahead and offer your assistance and help them. It's going to actually be at the staircase that leads to the elven village. So from the staircase, you're just going to proceed north through this little cave entrance, and then you're going to progress through this cave until you find the ogre, and you're going to defeat the ogre quite simply. And after defeating the ogre, you will see that his sister is lying on the floor next to the chest. Go ahead and loot the chest and pick her up, and you're going to then take her outside the cave to safety, at which point you should get far enough it will start a cutscene like this. He'll say thanks, his dad will pop up and be like, yo, thanks, you're a great guy, thanks for doing this. And then the quest will finish right after you speak to his dad. So go ahead, speak to his dad over here, and from this point, like I said, the quest is going to be completed, and you shall get a reward for doing so. Very nice rewards too. I'm not gonna lie, that's a very nice rewards this early on in the game. Now you're going to make your way back to the Elven City, and that actually starts over here from the staircase over at that location, and you follow the road that, takes you all the way to the city, all the way to the west. And then from here, you're going to make your way to the arborist's house, which is the dad, and you'll speak to him and you'll get the Hunter's Scroll, which is the ultimate archer ability that you can use in your inventory to unlock the ultimate skill. All right, so now we're going to go to the inn. So it's just over here. You're going to go to the inn. Now, it's going to be in Elvish unless you have a pawn that already understands Elvish. You're not going to be able to see what they're saying. So I'm going to put some text on the screen. What we're going to do is go to storage, and I'm actually going to go ahead and combine flowers in a specific way to make a bunch of flowers, right? So if you grab these specific flowers like these moon sunblooms and moon glows, you can make a bunch of flowers, which is like a gift item. You're going to need a bunch of them, because we're going to actually speak to the innkeeper, and we're going to give her a gift, and we're going to give her a bunch of flowers. I actually ended up having to give her 5 of them, but I wonder if you give her 1 flower and then you sleep, you can give her another flower, and then you sleep, then you give her another flower, then you sleep. And of course, by sleeping, I mean using the rest function or just like, skipping daytime to the following day. Otherwise, you might just have to give her like all 5 flowers. I don't know what the whole gimmick here with gift giving really is in this sense. It's kind of confusing. So I gave her the 5 flowers in total. And eventually, after the final flower that I gave her, after making more of them, she then decided to give me the Woodland Wordsmith's Tome, which is what lets you teach Elvish to you and your pawn so that you can, understand Elvish now, which makes the game so much easier being in the Elvish village. Because when you speak to her now, the words are finally in English, which helps a lot. Now that you have everything unlocked in English, you can go ahead and speak to the armory lady over here, Grish's Armory, and you can buy some really overpowered stuff early on. If you come here early on, it's going to be quite expensive for you, of course, but it's really good stuff. And if you enhance your equipment here with the Elven enhancement, you'll see that you get a boost to Magicka and Magic Defense, but a very little boost to Strength and actual defense. So if you're a mage or like a magic archer or anything that uses magic, upgrade your stuff here. There's also this NPC who you can speak to now in Elvish, and she'll tell you about this tree. And this is going to start a whole other quest line, which I'll let you guys follow through and do it for like a future thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.